Hey guys, welcome to the reflection. The weekend's gospel was the story of the Transfiguration. Happens every second week of Lent. Transfiguration, Jesus takes Peter, James and John up Mount Tabor, and while he's up there, Jesus' body transfigures, changes in a sense. It's where the heavenly meets the earthly. On the top of a mountain, the heavenly meets the earthly. Peter, James and John are there and they represent us. And when that occurs, Jesus' clothes turn a magnificent white, bright white light. And from the Old Testament, two characters appear alongside him. Elijah, who represents all the prophets and the prophecies of the Old Testament, and Moses, who represents the lawgiver. And we understand Jesus as fulfilling the law, the new law. Anyway, this gospel has a connection to hope in itself. It's when hope can come through from heaven to us at times. There are people on this globe, right? There are people on this globe who think Earth is a sinful place, just bad things happen, it's very materialistic, and paradise is obviously heaven, so we're just waiting for that. We're living our life to just wait for that moment when we get to heaven. And then there's other people on earth say to themselves, well, we like the materialistic world. There is nothing else. There is no heaven. So let's live all of what we have here and enjoy all of what we have here while we are here. So there's that side and that side. This side wanting to just get out of here. This side saying that there's nothing else, so let's stay here. But what we understand, and I suppose through the story of the Transfiguration, is there are times in our lives, remember we are represented by Peter, James and John, that heaven, or aspects of heaven and God, come through to us while we're here on earth. There's a German philosopher in the Middle Ages coined a term, Duchbra, and it translated and eventually started being used by the English over in England. And it was translated to the word breakthrough. Breakthrough, when things break through to us, or they get into our minds, you finally have a breakthrough. We have breakthroughs all the time. I'm hopeful sometimes I have breakthrough when I'm teaching some of my classes. But what we're talking about here with Duchbra, or the breakthrough, is at times God's essence breaks through to us here on earth. So the heavens and the earthly aspect, we meet halfway. We're meeting at Mount Tabor. Now, it's not always going to happen with miracles, but miracles have happened and do happen. But it's those little moments in life where you see hope break through in instances, where you see goodness break through a bad situation, when you see something excellent come out of a terrible situation, or when you realize something that is a little bit more than what you can understand. Let's put it this way. When I use the word more, I mean, that feeling you get when you can't explain it, and it's hard to put into words, but it just feels like something about that situation is better and more, and you can't put your finger on it. This happens a few times. It happened on the weekend, actually, at Mass on Saturday night. My son was sitting just in near the aisle, and during communion, people came up for communion and went back past him to sit back down. And lots of people just said hello to him, or mentioned, or just touched his arm, or said hello. It's one of those moments where no one was told to do that. They just feel a sense of having to do that, or needing to do that, or that the Spirit leads them to do that. And it's heaven, God, breaking through to us here on earth, where the heavenly meets the humanity aspect, human and divine, the two aspects of Jesus. And looking forward to Wednesday, let's appreciate that Elijah and Moses, when they're standing either side of Jesus, and Peter and James and John are there, it's us realizing that it's not just humanity here on earth getting through this. We are surrounded by the saints and the people of old, those who have gone before us, those who have passed away, those who are in heaven. And that's why we celebrate feast days of saints, like on Wednesday when we celebrate St. Joseph. When you're in the church on Wednesday, have a glance over to that statue of St. Joseph and realize through intercessions of saints and his intercessions, the earthly meets the divine in our lives. And it's wonderful.
I will meet them in the middle of the air. Come and meet me in the middle of the air.